Hmm. Interesting. Let me just check something. I'm gonna mute real quick. Or not. I guess not. Seems some of the stuff got reset. This is now... Yep. Well. Okay, now it works. Why am I getting... Why am I like... Why did I get my audio? What happened there? That was weird. All the settings are right, everything seems right. Interesting. But anyway, the game sounds fine. I sound fine now. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Anyway, what should we do? Well, first, let's check the shop before we get started. And now that we've done that, let's get on with the event. So I believe we're on Chapter 4? Chapter 5 then. I gotta figure out a better way to have all this hooked up. Yeah, well, this autos at very low frame rate, because, you know, of course it does. I suppose this is a little bit of time to talk. Last year, must have been somewhere around April time, maybe? June, July, maybe? Maybe that far, May. Somewhere in there. Before August. I think it was sometime around April or May, though. There was the 1-year anniversary for HoloLive English, and they did their like their merch promo thing that they did. And I bought one of the keychains, because there were a lot of things that you could buy. They had a lot of different stuff. We'll hold off on doing this real quick. They had a lot of stuff that you could buy, a lot of different things. They had acrylic stands, they had all sorts of like little posters and other things. And I'm not really in it for any of that stuff. It's cool and all, but honestly most of the time, it's just like the little things. Like some of them have like little cards, like credit card designs and stuff like that. Those would be pretty cool, but those are all part of like the bundle that include everything. But the keychain was nice and small. It's kind of discreet, and I don't know, it's just like something that you can just casually have, and it's just there. And if people notice it, then they notice it, but it doesn't like stand out. And I think that's kind of nice. Because I think that's one thing that, at least for me, if I'm buying merch, one thing that I always like to think about is what kind of profile does it have? Like, is it going to stand out? Like, is it going to... I just don't want it to be, like, super obvious. That's why I really like merch with symbols on it. Symbols are cool, because then if people get it, they get it, and if they don't, they're just like, huh, cool shirt, or whatever. I got it! This has to be the keyword! So the keyword is select? I gotta figure out how to do all these voices again. We don't have much time left. At this rate, we might not be able to even finish the game, let alone win it. We don't even know how to escape from this building, right? What should we do? I'd hate to get stuck here forever. It's fine, so please just calm down. We don't even know if something like that could happen, right? Having found the keyword at the restaurant after easily finding it and solving Case 4, the group narrowed down the location of Case 5 to the... roof. Oh. Alright, 10 minutes left. As long as we don't have any trouble finding Case 5. Upon returning to the roof, they saw one of the participants fighting with a staff member. What's going on? Why can't I get down to the 12th floor? Please calm down. We're trying to figure that out right now. I knew this would happen. The other participants seem to have figured out what's going on. Motive was by himself, with a glazed-over look on his face, mumbling to himself. This hallucination must be caused by some fourth-dimensional mind. How is it able to deceive our perception? Could it be my mind losing it? Is that what's happening? What's going on? Sha. Mao? No way! Why here? Amazing, Doctor! Just like the ghost from that ghost story we just heard. Huh? Can you all feel my subconscious as well? No, it's the hallucination that you see, isn't it? But like, I don't really want to fight her. Mao! Mao, I'm talking to you! You can't attack people! She's not responding at all. It doesn't seem like I'm getting through to her. This pains me so much to do. At least in Scarlet Nexus, I had a variety of voices I could do. It's just all girl voices here. She's probably being manipulated. Like how she controlled those zombies? There's probably another demon controlling her.
No.
We don't have time to figure that out right now. This isn't the time to hesitate. Lily, you knew there was a chance something like this could happen, right? Still, we don't know why this is happening. It's time to make a choice. I know Mao is somewhat human herself, but I want to protect everyone. Ah, Nekomata? Okayu, is that you? Now, what team should we have for this? This might be a good one, or we'll just do a revision of the team we used last time. Oh, right. Except this time we gotta replace you. In which case, if we're gonna do that, I'd rather just use this team. Besides, it's normal, it's not like it's gonna be too hard. I just can't be bothered to try and rearrange all the orbs and everything. That's definitely one way to do it. I would have done your multi-hit, but that works too. I might be a little low for battles, so I'll turn my mic up a little bit. Ah, classic. Now, this is where we get into the not so fun part, but the part that has been made fun now that we have autoplay. We got 81 cores. Okay, so we can do 2 hards. Do this one time. I think we'll still be okay with this setup. Ah, nice freeze. I would have preferred putting on the bleed. I think that would have made more sense, but okay. And is there a timer? I think there's a timer on these. I know there used to be like a move limit, and that's why bleed was really good, and why movement debuffers are bad, because you could just try to get a bunch of bleed stacks on the boss, and then when they move they take a ton of damage, and if you delayed their movement that wouldn't happen and you might run out of turns. This is why they give us stamina potions as part of the login event. You know, it seems like this isn't running as good as yesterday. So, I might actually... I guess my better judgment. Ooh, there goes the mic again. Yes, against my better judgment, I'm going to pull up the game on Chrome. Oh, I just noticed, too. My Twitter handle is cut off in the scene. I'll have to change that. But anyway. Back on nothing, apparently. Oh. I really should just set this to any source. That way I can change it, but no, I have to set it inside the actual theme. I mean, it makes sense. Having a direct link to the source makes it so, we don't have any problem. Hey, there goes the chat. And now, I believe, if I do this... Hey game, you want to capture? It'd be great if you could do that for me. What if I just said it correctly? Ah, there it goes. Oh, and there it goes. Oh, and there it comes back. Ah, cool. So I guess the game just hated being like, connecting while it was set to something else. Theoretically, this should run better. But also, as we all know, this is Chrome, and Chrome loves to just eat up all your RAM. Now that we got 195 of these, we can do this. We need to do this 3 more times. We have more than enough. Not a lot more than enough, but more than enough. Right, and now we gotta do it 10 times. The not fun part of the game. Well, here it is. And while this is going, I'm going to see if I can get the chat to permanently stay up. There we go. Now, I don't think this will show up, but it should come in. There it is. Yeah, boom. I might want to move it down a little bit, but yeah, I guess I will. Keep in line with that border at the top. And then I don't know why the game is loading for so long. That looks like about enough. Somewhere about there. Yeah, that looks fine. Hey game, why are you loading so long? I have a sneaking suspicion it's because we need to... something bad has happened to the game, so I'm just gonna reload. Like I said before, not the most stable game while I'm streaming. It's really unfortunate that it pans out like this because the game looks pretty good and it runs really well when I'm not streaming, but
Magicami!
that's just a hardware issue on my end. Boom. This will load. If it doesn't load, I'm gonna have to switch back over to Edge, and that'll be a whole fiasco. Oh, there it goes. Although I guess I should probably manual this. Actually no, I shouldn't manual this. I might get more damage off, but it'll probably... I don't think the amount of extra damage I'm able to get quicker by coordinating the debuffs would actually make up for the time I'd be losing by manually doing it, not letting the computer auto. Looks like I gotta turn down the game more too. Or maybe... And then I'll just join down this. Just a little. I think that's gonna sound better. Don't want it to be too low. But they're not gonna be talking that much during this. Wow, a best time of 270 seconds, which is not great. But it doesn't matter because we can only do that once a day, we can't auto it, so that's mainly just to save me time. It really doesn't have any bearing on our story, on the progression for the event. 4 more times. We need quite a bit more. Thinking something like this. Oh, also, it'll probably run a lot better if I turn off all these extra effects that I have. Let me do that. I'm actually getting a bit tired of watching them, so... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I guess default, yeah. I guess that works. And then what are the other ones I have set? I have one for Sarah. Reset, reflect in battle. This will put everybody back on their original dress patterns. The only one that I'm kinda not crazy about is the dress I use for Eliza in Sabbath. That's not great. Who else did I change? Ow. Okay, I think that should be it. Coco's didn't change. Ah. Hanabi. I really like her just like rare dress with the hoodie, but I'll do it for all of them. I probably didn't need to change anything except for Eliza's sparkles, but also I'm gonna do something that's gonna mess up audio on my end. I'm gonna plug my headphones into 2 separate computers. So actually, let me mute the mic. Okay. I'm back. The only problem is the audio, it kinda, to level out the fact that there's 2 audio sources. Ah, I see. This has also happened. Getting a little bit better reading on how the mic sounds. And I don't know, how would you describe what it sounds like? I'm gonna see if I go here. Does it sound any better? I guess it doesn't, does it? So maybe back out here. Yeah, something like that maybe. Or maybe if I move my... Yeah. I'm moving this all the way down. About now. Oh, that sounds way worse. But what does it sound like now? I don't know. Hopefully also, this doesn't pick up too much of my breath or my breathing. That wouldn't be great either. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set all this stuff back to where it was. We'll just figure out the good enough is good enough. And we'll try something like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll maybe lower just a little bit. But then maybe that won't work as well. I think we'll just go with this, and we'll just leave that like that. I mean, it says scuffed mic for a reason. But anyway. We can do this, not enough times. I believe we're one short. Yes. Or did we make that, did we hit that with the hell? We did! Cool. So now we got this next part, Chapter 7, or the story part of the event. Mao? You know what? I'm making an executive decision. I'm not gonna try the voices that much. I'm gonna just try and do different inflections and different amounts of energy. Because trying to manage 12 different voices in a pitch much higher than what I can normally speak in is pretty difficult. The demon let out a low groan that vanished like a mirage on the horizon. Does this mean that Mao is no longer targeting us? I really hope so, but it's much too early to tell. Is it really okay to relax right now? I wonder if I'm missing something. Hey there, we still can't get downstairs. Ah, but this guy, I can do his voice, so I'll do that. Hey there, we still can't get downstairs. If you all don't fix this right away, I'm gonna lose my shit, you know? Huh? So the one who trapped us here wasn't Mao? Wah ha 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 ha. Monsters. Monsters! My mind is being corrupted. Ha 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 ha. Dr. Matobe! Doctor! Ah, don't touch those, it's dangerous. The staff's warning went unheard. With bloodshot eyes and his hair all disheveled, Kenzo Matobe clung desperately to the venue. Lights. Ah, out of the frying pan into the fire. Akisa? Akisa moves closer to him. I understand how confronting such unidentified phenomena can be confusing, Dr. Matobe. Za worldo. Za? Zashiki Warashi, please let me enter you into my special ability development program. There's so much for me to learn from you. He thinks you're Zasuke Warashi, Akisa. You're the ghost of luck. That's great. That's not great at all. I'm not a ghost or a fairy or any of those things. Jeez. Nakamatobe, you better calm down and listen to me. I'm not trying to insult you or anything. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about, Sashiki Warashi? I'll use my neuroscience-backed hypnosis technique to drive you away. I've never heard of hypnosis being used on ghosts. And besides, I'm no Sashiki Warashi. Ha 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 ha. Are you scared of being purified? Why would I be? I'm just saying it would be a waste of time. Okay, relax your shoulders and take a soft, deep breath. You're not listening to me at all. See? Do you get it now? I told... you... Hey Akisa, are you okay? You shouldn't listen to what this old man is saying. I'm okay. There's no way on earth I could ever be hypnotized. And if I were to be hypnotized... That's right. I want you to transform into your maid dress and say, "Welcome home." That's so bland. I think she should change into her maid uniform and make us some omelet rice. I'd also want you to say something really cute like, "Here's some yummy yummy for your tummy tummy." Okay, but I would definitely have to be hypnotized to do that. Watch what you say or you might end up getting hurt, Zashiki Warashi. Now, count backwards from 10 to 1. Good grief. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4... Perfect. It looks like I have you in the palm of my hand. Now, once I count to 3, you will obey my every command. 3, 2, 1. Alright, you are now my servant. Will you repeat that for me? I am your servant. With a possessed look on her face, Akisa repeated what Motobe had said. The light disappeared from her eyes as she took on a hollow appearance. I am your servant. I won! It worked! I hypnotized Zashiki Warashi! I told you this would happen! Aki may have been doubtful, but she gave in pretty easily. Now I can manipulate Zashiki Warashi at will. What shall I have her do for me?
Oi.
Stop that! You better not touch Akisa. Right, we will protect Akisa. Alright, Zashiki Warashi, tell me one of your most embarrassing memories. What the? I'm kinda interested in two, to be honest. An embarrassing memory. The day before my birthday, I stayed up all night writing my thesis, then fell asleep holding the teddy bear I got as a gift. You look so cute then. Yeah, I even took a picture and used it as my phone's lock screen. From that point on, I was unable to fall asleep without that teddy bear. Huh? Is that it? Even I have a hard time falling asleep until I hear the old man tap on my door. Anything else? I haven't told anyone this before, but... I wanted so badly to figure out what kind of substance Omnis was made from. What could she be? I tried to lick him once. Huh? That was fine, but you should really clean your mouth out. I'm not a buffet. Anything else? Sometimes I feel like I might accidentally call Aka mother. You can call me dad too if you want. Would that make you happy? There was actually a time I really called you that. However, Iroha was singing so loudly, I doubt you actually heard me. What? I wonder if I should try bugging the karaoke booth from now on. Damn it. It seems I have no choice but to hypnotize her further to get her to do something more. Motobe slowly approached Akusa. What are you doing? Release Akusa from your spell already! By stimulating your frontal lobe, I can show you a hallucination of your most embarrassing moment ever. As Motobe spoke, he moved a pendulum in front of Akusa's eyes, whispering softly so that only she could hear. Boom. I'm a rabbit. Sashiki Warashi, it seems my hypnosis has worked well on you. What should we do? Aki is a rabbit now. Amazing, Dr. Motobe. You neuroscientists sure are amazing. Huh? Hold on a sec, Hanabi. Wahahaha. That's right. It seems you now understand. Yeah, I had no idea Akusa could be so easily hypnotized. Well, this is the power of neuroscience, then if you truly understand how easy it is for your consciousness to be controlled. It's truly amazing. So then there's really no way to break hypnosis as powerful as this then? Wahaha! What an interesting one you are. It cannot be undone without the key phrase, Meow Meow Kingdom. So there's a key phrase. I see. Right, if you whisper Meow Meow Kingdom 3 times into her ear. Hanabi got close to Akusa and whispered this a few times into her ear. Meow Meow Kingdom, Meow Meow Kingdom, Meow Meow Kingdom. As out of it as Akusa seemed, she suddenly put her hand on her head and hip, and glared at Motobe. What happened to me? Was I hallucinating just now about being a cat, then a rabbit? Thank goodness, Akusa's back to her normal self. Man, I can't believe he helped us so easily. Hey Hanabi, what exactly is going on? I hypnotized Motobe. I made him tell us what he did to Akusa. I just copied what he did when he hypnotized Akusa. I didn't think it would work that easily though. How did this suddenly become a hypnosis showdown? Attention everyone, only 5 minutes left. How many questions do you have left to solve, I wonder? Cool. Now we got stage 6. And that would have been the TOS scene on the other version of the game. But if y'all really want to know, y'all can go look it up or play the game yourself. We're not about that here on Twitch. Don't want to do anything against terms of service. But yeah, one thing though, I know we started late, like yesterday, but we will definitely be finishing this up, relatively speaking, on time, because I was talking about Hololive English earlier. The second set of their World of Darkness campaign is today. Which, interesting, I didn't think it was Tuesday, but I guess it is. And that'll be going, and I'm definitely gonna watch that. So I want to make sure the stream is done before that. It should be done before that. 5:30 is way later than when we normally stream. True Criminal is... Also, is that really Mao? I don't think it was Mao. I think they just thought it was Mao. We got another part of the story going. You have to believe. A mind unwilling to return to reality is capable of replacing it with its own reality. So see not with your eyes, but with your mind. Word. No brain, no life. Beginning with Kenzo Motobe, the participants try over and over to take the elevator down, but none are successful. What is the doctor trying to do, I wonder? The staff and participants still seem to think Motobe is putting on some sort of performance. Everyone. When my hypnosis wore off just now, I remembered something. You all remember when I went to the bathroom before the escape game started? Well, on my way back, that guy Motobe started talking to me. Huh? Really? Sorry about that. Seems I was mistaken. So you were in middle school then? Ah, what an ass. How rude. Not very observant for a researcher. Are you making fun of me? You young ones these days absolutely have no manners. Your behavior towards me shows your manners are far worse than I would think. Oh. Shows your manners are far worse, I would think. What are you talking about? The young should always handle their elders with respect. But even if you do underestimate me, I have to take your feedback into consideration for my research. And what are you researching? Would I have read your thesis in some journal or something? Wahaha, you won't find this in any journal. My research on neurohypnosis is far too new for that. I can't really say anything having not had a look at your thesis. What a cocky prick. This proof is in the pudding. I will show you the fruits of my thesis. Gotcha. If you're able to get your hypnosis to work on me. I bet there is missing text. Then I will acknowledge your claim. And after that, his hypnosis ended up working on me. Even him saying we wouldn't be able to escape seemed to be right as well. From then, I wasn't even able to remember having talked to him. I see. But now I remember everything. It was who I went to the elevator control room, stopped the elevators, and turned off the power. That doesn't make sense. It was oh. So she turned, yeah, I see what they're saying. She turned off the power. So you're saying the person who trapped us in this building was you all along, Akisa? Okay, the restrictions placed on the elevator should be released now. Looks like we have a clear way out of here. Kenzo Motobe and the other participants could be seen going wild on the monitor now that the elevators were back in service. Hanabi had found and promptly solved Case 5, however. So the last keyword is the extra letters, huh? And the one we found in the restaurant was select, right? If we force these two together, we get select the extra letters. I'm trying to remember the first one. Iraha? Where did you go? The first ones, huh? That reminds me, when you first started the game, there are too many mistakes on the game explanation. There are only 3 minutes left. Hanbi rushed over to the stuff. The two keywords together read select the extra letters. I think this is a hint. Select the extra letters and put them together. Do you have the escape keyword? I gotta hide this. Nekomata. Wow, Okayu. The keyword is Nekomato, right? Oh, I'm getting Valley. That's Lily's voice. I gotta do something different for Hanabi. Congratulations! You made it. You just made it in time. Well done on your successful escape. Yes, we got the money. Just then, a buzzer sounded, signaling the end of the game. The staff then gathered all the contestants around the stage. Time to announce the results. Our champions are this team of 3. Congratulations. What do you plan on using the money on? Awesome. This money, yeah? We're gonna use it on an all-night pool party! Huh? We lost to those guys? I haven't lost a game in such a long time. Of course, we can't have our main heroines winning actual amounts of money that they could use on things. How else are they supposed to live normal student lives? Was this all because of Mao? I was thinking the same thing. We never did narrow down who might be a demon. They could perhaps be a similar species to Mao, just with different physical characteristics. Something sure does seem off. Moreover, I think it's hard to think Mao would beat us so easily. We don't know what's really going on, so we can't relax just yet. By the way, sorry everyone about today. Seems we only missed out on finishing before the winning team by a very slim margin. If only I'd been more dependable. Huh? Oh, don't worry about it. We were able to see that neuroscientist acting all crazy. Come on, you can't be making fun of me for that now. You were so cute, rolling all around the floor and meowing Aki. That sure must have been embarrassing, but there's no need to talk about it anymore. We can keep it between us. Huh? I'm trying to say that you're a very important and irreplaceable person to us, Akisa. Huh? Akisa's blushing. Anyway, Akisa, don't think I'm gonna let you forget what you promised me just a while ago. What did I promise? There's no need to be afraid, Akisa. I'll be the one to choose your maid outfit. I'm already afraid of you. Seems like there'll be many more embarrassing things from here on out. I gotta listen to, like, more of their voice lines for some of this stuff. Specifically, like, I need to listen to Coco and Hanabi talk more. Because I have a pretty good grasp on, I think, the other characters, and maybe listening to Ao more. But for Ao, I think it's just trying to figure out how to get that balance of, like, kind of gruff sounding, but still, like, not just being my normal voice. And then we've got this bonus thing that we'll unlock, and I believe there will be a bonus 2, maybe, that unlocks later. But for now, do we have enough stamina for this? We do. That'll bring us down to 20, or actually it'll bring us down to 18. We'll still have to use some potions anyway if I want to try and do dailies and finish stuff up. This actually seems a bit easier than... Well, actually, no. The previous bonus stages were pretty easy too. It was just the wedding ones with the zombies that were kind of weird because they had all the venom and everything. Ah. Thought it was pretty loud. On second thought, maybe I will change their combos back. I've just noticed, or I mean the other solution is I just don't use Eliza. But their aura didn't go away either, so that kind of defeated the purpose of changing the things. But we'll see. Ooh, I guess one thing I could talk about, I didn't know if I've talked about this before, just while we're doing this, is, ooh, we got a lot of chorus too. The song I used for the ending, you know when I played the outro song at the end of all the streams? It's iced coffee that's provided by Gamecaster. Obviously you can see the little mark I got, the little logo in the bottom corner of the stream. I use Gamecaster to stream and it's pretty good, you know. It does everything, like, I'd say, like obviously, this is my personal opinion, it's really good. Obviously it doesn't necessarily have all the bells and whistles, and it's not nearly as integrated as well to things like Twitch and YouTube as OBS is. But, I mean, that's OBS. OBS is used for like everything, it's integrated so well. But, for what it does, aside from the integration part, and like linking up with alerts and everything, it's really, really good. It's completely free, and there are a bunch of like different free themes that you can choose from, and they run giveaways every like, what is it? It's like 2.5 months, 3 months, and they're all, you just get entries to the rewards just by streaming. So by streaming, they have like a battle pass thing set up where by streaming you can get entries for the various prizes. They have like mics and webcams and like stream decks and everything. But also, you can unlock new and different themes and like overlays, transitions, stuff like that. So it makes stuff, I don't know, it's just, you can have a lot of customization that you can do. There's a wide variety of themes that you can do. I'm just using one of them, but there are all sorts of different ones, and I think it's pretty good. But the outro song I use, Iced Coffee, is part of one of, I think, 4 sets of music that Gamecaster provides for streamers to use, and it's all great. The song is great, I like it, but every time I upload one of the VODs to YouTube to archive it, because they get deleted off Twitch, I get a copyright claim, and it's great. And it's not like, oh, they say it's copyright free and it's not. No, it's a different record label that's that keeps claiming the song as a different song, and so I think I filed upwards of 20 disputes, and this happens like every day, and it's nothing big, but basically they just monetize the video and they can run ads on it and make money. And it's not the real reason why I dispute it is because there aren't ads running on the other videos, because the archive channel obviously isn't eligible for monetization, and nobody wants to have a bunch of ads crammed into like a 2-hour VOD that they're trying to watch. So I just dispute it so they don't get monetized. All of that, we didn't get either one of these. So that's all we can do for now. We're actually gonna... That's the wrong button. Wrong menu, I guess. We're going to go over to Elisa's thing, and we're going to change this. You still had the aura for some reason, and I believe... Let's just put this up so we don't have her standing there. I think I'm gonna... Excuse me? Excuse me? Right here? This text? No. What could we put... What outfit could we put her in? What's her normal outfit? This is her normal outfit, right? Yeah. What should I put her? What's a dress that's not being used? I could just put her back in Party Girl. Where is that? Yeah, I chose Party Girl because I thought it like matched her hair and her eyes pretty well. You know, obviously she's got that yellow and blue combo. But yes, that one is the one that I'd like to keep the most, just because one, if we look here, I'm not the biggest fan of Kawaii Warrior and how that dress looks. And of course I see that all the time in Sabbath because I use her on the team. That's not the main problem. The main problem is just now, when I'm using like... Oh, I should set her to her Makise. That's what I should do. But obviously, when I'm trying to use her on my teams, I've got her like battling on her swimsuit thing. She's got a racing swimsuit on. I mean, and that's kinda... the back's kinda yikes. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I will just switch her over to the Makise thing. Yeah, cool. Alternatively, I could make everybody look like this, and it could be extremely cursed. But I won't do that. Club Sabbath! That just opened up. Hey! Oh, outside the event period. RIP. Oh. That seems like a be right back to me. If we could switch over to that. Time to refresh. Oh, that transition. You can really tell that things are not going great. When you know what? What can I change it to? I'm just gonna keep switching back and forth. I actually really like this transition. The only problem is it's red and blue, and my color. But it also, like, both of them just lag.
Magicami.
Oh, lagging so much, my mic's cutting out. Anyway, while we're here, I'm gonna just expose all my clubmates. Oh no. Not like I haven't done this every time before. I believe we need... Well, we could actually get it done in 20 stamina. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, that was pointless. I should have just used the 40. This will take up 40, and then with that remaining 20, we should get up to 21, and I can run a triple team. Ah, right. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say I forgot that switching over made all of the, like, particle effects go away, but they don't. It doesn't matter. Also, I feel like this is just a bad game for the transitions in general. Maybe at the end of the stream, when I'm doing the outro, I'll switch between, like, the be right back and the, stream ending thing, just to get a better idea, but normally it runs pretty well. This is not gonna go well. I'm actually pretty sure I actually get worse damage on Endless Conquest when I stream it. I don't know why, but it just seems like I get worse damage on it. I don't know whether it's, now everything's out of whack because of the timing thing, but it feels like, since it doesn't run as well, I just get less damage out of it. Cause like, look at this. Yesterday I hit 60,000 damage, not 60,000. Yesterday I hit 600,000 damage on both of my runs. Today, this run is gonna clear out and I'm not even gonna hit 30. Okay, so I'll stop sabotaging. I mean, not that it matters, I'm not gonna be able to beat it anyway. I have to get like a perfect run in order to get up to level 96. But, I'll do that off stream. Actually, let me check what things we have. Ooh, that was nice and snappy. Yeah, so none of those counted as training. But they did count for daily runs. And then we got Sabbath. We could enhance dresses. We might as well. That's fine. Where are you? Event dress. New event dress. Here you are. Can I limit break you? I can. Twice. And then we got some skill enhancement material too. We'll get 4 levels. Hopefully we get some... No. So far it's all the autos. There it is. So we could have had a better result. Ah, chance of inflicting stun. That's pretty good. I mean, not in general, but for the event it'll be nice if it happens. Although I'm pretty sure the stun might have already been there. I don't know. What do we do now? We go to quest. And since I've been doing this off stream, we will have plenty of time. We got up to 21, so this would have been 21 maybe. We're back up there. And I guess we'll do Sabbath. I think that's the only thing left. And then... Ah yes, you can see where I failed yesterday and had to clear out the rest of my tickets. Let's do this, get the streak going back up, and then we'll go back for some of the full teams. That was pretty impressive. Also, if you couldn't tell there, yes, Hanabi is my favorite character. Interesting. It'd be nice if you could look at dresses that you fight and see what their skills are. Maybe there's a way to do that, and I'm just not seeing it. Also, let me go back there and look at what rank. Silver 3 with a defense team like that, that's pretty impressive. I mean, I guess it just means that they get more wins than losses, which is also pretty impressive. Which I guess just turns out to, they have a team that's strong enough to just clear everything, and they use tons of their stamina drinks. I should probably use stamina drinks to clear out, to like get a higher rank, because they just build up and I don't do anything with them. But at the same time, Sabbath just isn't something that I can be bothered with. Excuse me. And then while we're at it, let's multitask. Be a bad streamer and play other games while I'm streaming. Alright, so I just logged into Grand Blue. It's daily reset. Got my new card. I've gotten 203 and I've got 230 as two of my cards. They've actually got a scamcha going on right now where you can pull a full part limit break, like almost max limit break, one of the super rares. I just got a rare firecracker from Summer Mary. I guess I never got her before. Oh wow. I got 3,000 crystals out of the summer reward chest. That's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that actually. A free 10 pull? Sign me up. Oh, that was the wrong button. Doesn't matter. Did I never get Mary before? Interesting. The game says I haven't, so I guess I haven't. I could have sworn I had Mary. Also, there's I'm just gonna be talking because there's really not to talk about while I'm doing PvP. But it's pretty funny because I'm actually talking about a different game I'm playing at the same time. There's some summer missions going on in GBF right now, and you have a bunch of rewards if you can complete the missions. But so far, it looks like I'm only going to be able to complete 30 out of the 100 of them. Because I'm not rank 120 yet. And therefore, I can only complete all of the missions that say fight the Omega 1s and Wings of Terror Impossible. So, unless I get to 120 within the event, I will not be able to get all the rewards. Not that I'm exactly sure what all the rewards are anyway, but I do know I got a free SSR ticket. So, I don't even remember what I got out of that. Also, Sunday, I guess it must have been, I got 2 super rares, or not super rares, I got 2 SSRs off of the free 10 pull, and I was pretty happy about that. I think it was somewhere Athena and somebody else. But, all in all, I have to say, I think I've had decent luck. Obviously the summer lottery is where it's at. Potential 100k crystals if for tier 2, or a... what is it? The pendant badges? The weapons that you have to buy, they're really expensive. Oh yeah, the 100 moon weapons, that's what they are. The 100 gold moon... yeah, the 100 gold moon weapons, or whatever they are. Or a choice between the 100k crystals and the Opus uncapped sets. Which is great and all, but in my opinion, I think the Opus sets are probably the worst deal on there. Purely because of the fact that if you buy the 500 Valor Badge set, you've already got the hard parts to uncap the Opus weapons, and then you just have to grind for all the other materials. Which, I mean, you still have to grind. But I think, given the choice between getting a bunch of items that you can grind immediately versus getting 100k crystals or some really rare weapon, I think you should definitely take the rare weapon or the crystals. The tier 1s, I don't remember quite what those were, I'll look at them. The tier 3s were the grand weapons, I believe. And then the tier 4 stuff was not great. That's why it's tier 4. That also means that's the only stuff I'm gonna get. So, or I'll get none of them. Although I do think I saw somewhere that every account is guaranteed at least 2 tier 4 rewards. Which, it's something. It could be worse. It could be you were guaranteed nothing. Let's see, which one of these teams do I want to lose to first? Let's go with this one, because this one doesn't have an Evo Ow in it. I'd rather take my chances than have to fight Evo Ow. Even if it's Evo 2 and not, Royal Defender. I mean, Royal Defender, or whatever it is, isn't an Evo dress anyway, but... Yep, there it is. I still outspeed everybody. I have to assume she's got some sort of always act first ability. Kind of like, what is it, Popstar Eco? And then hopefully I can get the freeze. I want to at least get freeze on, yeah. I got freeze on Iroha, so that's all I wanted, just prevent her freeze. Will and immune. Hey, at least it's immune and not invincible. Invincible immune teams are so annoying. Mainly because it's usually accompanied by the fact that they can nuke me. Oh, she's gonna keep willing until that runs out. Oh, I probably should have frozen her there actually, then I wouldn't have taken damage. Not that it really matters. There's victory. And I am fighting Lumiera Omega with my other hand on my phone. Now I think I'll just clear out this page. I won't worry about the remaining 2 fights I have up here. Or maybe yeah, you can just click on it. So actually, this has my oops. Oh no, the social media. To satisfy my own curiosity. Oh, I guess Evo Lily is just really fast. Didn't know that. I thought she had some sort of ability that let her do that. But let me check these. Round 2, Akisa. Barrier, 39. That's an odd percentage. 2 debuffs. So you'll probably activate Barrier for Resonance Zone. Aqua just revives and heals. Ow. Now, what do you do? Attack all, step down and cut? Okay. Ah, I see. That's why they're paired. And silence and freeze. Okay, so hopefully I outspeed them. If not, hopefully I at least outspeed the other Iroha. Because I can deal with the debuffs on one of the characters, but Iroha getting her freeze off is always devastating for a team. Unless you can tank it and recover, you essentially lose an entire round. Yeah, I'm faster. So let's try and take down Akisa. We'll get the death down. But yeah, if you can get the freeze off on an entire team, or just even parts of a team, it really just like cripples their... Right, like now I get to attack them all, and if I get the cut on them, their first turn that they would be able to counterattack me, they won't be able to take any actions. So, wow, they weren't even able to do anything. Of course, that's usually what happens to me when I lose too, but, you know, we don't talk about that. And of course, my team does have some glaring weaknesses. Obviously, if you don't get frozen or cut, or if you, especially if you run like some strong electro characters, not electro, playing too much Genshin, some like electric characters, like, they don't, these two don't seem to have bad abilities, but I do know there's, here she is. Super Shiny Idol Eco. Sets all unit speed just before yours. And then she just has all these things, like Star Blink. She can be pretty annoying. But obviously the Halloween Coco teams as well. Is there a Halloween Coco team here? Yeah, here. With her Halloween magic, if she can be boosted, if she's either fast enough to outspeed everyone, or she can be boosted by Eliza, Kawaii Warrior Eliza, she can use Halloween magic, and then that makes it a pain, because you have a whole turn, even if you outspeed the rest of them, you got a whole turn of wasted abilities when they can just whack you and you can't do anything about it. Ah yes, the finer parts of team building. Things that I'm not good enough to do because all my orbs suck. And in general, I have one team and it works, and I can't figure out how to make another team work, so I use it. Like, we look at my Sabbath parties. This is actually my main Sabbath party. It has, it runs Halloween Coco for her speed. Really, she should be second in line. I should probably switch their orbs around between Sarah and Coco. But Eliza's here to try and boost speed so Coco can get Halloween magic off. And then I was there for cleanup with her cut and freeze. This is the team I actually use, because I know how it works, and it's just the cookie cutter, you know. Everyone gets a free Arachne Iraha, Kawaii Warrior, Eliza's in the normal pool, and the other two are just like Evo dresses that you can get from the shop or just pulling normally. Then there's this one that swaps out Ao's cut and freeze for Ancient Sage Hanabi with her debuff removal and her extend recast. And obviously she also has Oblivion and Silence, but I haven't used her a lot. And then of course there's this one that just swaps out Evo Sarah for Lucosia Sarah. This one isn't that good in my opinion. So what do we have to do now? We've been going for an hour and 20. We've got 45 minutes left. I feel like maybe this is a time to go for that main story. Yeah, maybe it's time to start chapter 7. Finish this. I think it is. Why don't we go on? It's probably going to ruin my plans later to do chapter 7 and chapter 8 together, but that just means we'll have to wait a bit more until we either have another event or 9 comes out.
Hmm. ひとまずはみんな無事のようだな。あとはこの町で合流を待つだけか。この風景、 植生や文化といい、ここが元の世界ではないことは明白だが。
I'm also not going to try and talk while they're talking, because this is all fully voiced.
あの赤い世界から戻ってきて数日か。その間の記憶が曖昧だ。目が覚めたらここにいたかのような。気づかずに全員が転移型の揺らぎに突入した。不自然だ。元の世界を A、 赤い世界を B、 ここを C として、 A から B へは間違いなく神様の力だった。僕たちはオムニスの願いが発動した時、神様の助力で選ばれ、奴の力で白い世界に転移させられた後、 B につきオムニスと交流した。彼の話によれば B から A へ戻れたのも神様の働きかけらしい。今回はそうじゃない。何の前触れもなく気がついたらここに。僕たちが B 世界に行く数日前、オムニスが突然失踪し、彼だけが B に転移していた。その状況に近い。僕だけが一人になるこの状況を狙った人為的な現象。もしもし。
正解よ。はじめまして、東山あきさちゃん。
誰だ？なぜ僕の名前を知って。お前か？お前が僕らをこの世界に。
ええ、それも正解。
あっさりと言ってくれる。しかし正体と目的がわからない以上、僕はお前の話を。
I kinda don't know if I want to talk during these. You know, share my thoughts and everything. But this is pretty crazy. I also probably should have done a recap, because it has been a while since our last story stream. But pretty much what happened is all the girls were sent with Omnis were sent to an alternate world where everything was really different, and the current Omnis had died, and the demons were still there, and that all the magical girls were killing each other. And then they all came into the White Room, and Kami-sama showed them like all the different versions of them that existed in different worlds, and the reason why they were all selected for magical girls and how that criteria works. And then they were all sucked away into different places, in different worlds, and Akusa is in this world right now.
あなた、悪魔に食べられたことがあるでしょ？
I'm trying to remember. Did Akusa ever die? I know Kaori did. And Sarah. I don't think Akusa was ever killed back in like part 1 of the story. But maybe she was.
話を聞く気になったかしら。
Oh, right. She technically was eaten because they found her in the flux and they were trying to look for her.
ああ、聞かせてもらおう。他ならぬ僕自身の話を。
I wonder who this mysterious person could be. Yeah, we can just clear it all with this party. They should be able to handle everything that comes at them. And I'll let this play out on auto, and that way I can talk while this goes. But man, you know, something I thought was interesting is how different, like obviously part 1 was 12 chapters, but I'm really surprised at like how much progression there's been in the story. Like things are so different than when they started. And part 2 has been so much different than I ever thought the story would be. It almost, I don't know, it just feels like, I mean, it took a while for part 2 to come out, and you can definitely feel it. The story just seems way different than part 1. But part 1 also ended really actually, I think a good comparison that you could make maybe is part 1 definitely seemed like the ending of a season, and this seems like a new season afterwards, or like a TV show or something. That even though it's still the same TV show, it just has a different feel than season 1. That's what I think. And we can also scroll on into the next episode. Oh. Yeah, I think I remember. They were all sent here to this like medieval kind of magical place. Yeah. I probably should have looked at some of the previous stories to catch myself up on this. And they keep finding people who look like them. And they've done what any sensible group does. They've split up. And there's like a researcher who mirrors Marianne, who has been collecting phones and everything, because they wash up on the beach apparently. And now Elisa and Akusa are looking for information in town.
ブランチとその運命力は知ってるわね。
ブランチ、枝、分岐した世界それぞれを言っているのか。ああ、オムニスの話を全て正しいとすれば、運命力とは世界それぞれの強度。そう僕は解釈している。あるいは世界の価値と言い換えてもいいかもしれない。
間違っていないわ。そしてブランチの運命力がなくなるとその世界はクローズする。崩壊と呼ぶ者もいるわ。つい最近それを体験したでしょ。
あ、あれが崩壊。
執行者の虚言を引き金に魔法少女は互いを殺し合い、悪魔は揺らぎを通して増え続けた。そうしてあのブランチの運命力は加速度的に弱まっていった。
そのブランチが取り得る選択肢、つまり可能性そのものを限界まで失い、支えきれなくなったのよ。可能性を失うだと？悪魔がその原因か？一部正解。ブランチにイレギュラーな改変があると、あのシステムはそれを検知し修正する。神隠しか。事象や被害者の存在自体がなかったことになっていたが、そのことを言っている？興味深い話だが、それが本題ではないだろう。もちろんよ、ここからが重要。ブランチの修正に必要なリソースは、より運命力の低い金棒ブランチから引っ張ってきて穴埋めされる。何を言っている？待て、悪魔に食われた人間はその悪魔を倒せば戻ってくると。
Yeah, we already figured this out. Akisa, this is what happened to you.
不正解。
Oh, I guess that's not what happens.
悪魔に食われた人間の ID はその悪魔に奪われる。
An ID, huh?
そしてその悪魔が消滅することで、その ID は解放され宙に浮く。その矛盾を修正するために、貧乏の弱い世界から同一人物とその周辺環境を引き寄せマージする。
Interesting.
もう察しはついたでしょ？
So that means that our Akisa isn't our Akisa.
じゃあ一度悪魔に食われた僕は別の世界から引っ張られてきた存在？
So then what happens to the other weaker world and the person sucked out of that world, I wonder? Or do they just get merged together and the weaker world gets completely overridden by the stronger world?
決して鵜呑みにするわけじゃない。ただこいつの言っていることはあまりにも、東山あきさちゃん、生まれ育った元の世界に戻る気はない？なんだと？何もおかしいことはないでしょ？昔からのお友達がピンチなのよ。馴染みのある大鳥姉妹や東山エリザ。きっと戻ってあげたら喜ばれるわ。最近知り合ったお友達もどきとどちらが大切なのかしら。お前の知っている情報、そもそもこんな世界で僕に電話をしてきているという事実、そして僕が救い出されてから感じていた数々の違和感、それだけで全てを信じてしまいそうになるよ。考察のきっかけとしては十分すぎたな。うまく思考がまとまらなくて仲間にも心配されるありさまだ。だが今の僕にとっては目の前のみんなが本当の仲間だ。 何を企んでいるかは知らないが残念だったな。僕は検証不可能な物語は信じない。いいわ、いいわ、とてもあなたらしい素敵な回答よ。私はビビアン、あなたたちの始祖であり愚道の魔女。
Founding witches, huh?
また近いうちに会いましょう。まあ僕が信じる物語が本物かどうかも検証なんてできやしないんだけどな。アキサが別の世界から来た存在かもしれないだと。
Hey, a little warning would be nice before you make a loud sound and blow out the screen.
まだ戦いは終わってない。火星に行こう。ええ。
Yeah, part of it I think is I've kind of used the tag for streaming a little bit, but also with the new dress designs that they have now and the I guess where the story's been going and everything, this does remind me of Magicami more and more. I don't know, it just gives me that kind of vibe. Also, what awful skill use by the computer. But yeah. The story's gotten increasingly strange, I guess. I guess that's the way to put it. But I am very interested to see where they're going with all this. And obviously, I haven't been talking as much, partially because there's a lot of story stuff happening, and I don't know, I suppose I could chime in, but there's not a lot to chime in about. There's not a lot of comical stuff, I guess, happening like in the events and whatnot. It's all generally somewhat serious stuff, and there's really not a lot for me to say other than, huh, that's surprising. Oh, and just as I say that, you know what the game gives me? The game gives me a part to read. Eliza and the others return from their beach scouting. The demon horde is quelled for the time being, and so they decide to rest up at the village and hear what they all found.
結論から言えば、海岸には巨大な悪魔がいた。浅瀬を泳ぐ黒い影を確認した。周囲を雑魚が取り巻いていたせいで近くで姿を見ることはできなかったが、大物だ。そいつに引き寄せられた悪魔たちが近くのこの町を襲っていると考えられるな。
やはり討伐に向かうのは必至か。街中での戦闘は被害が増える。
Yeah, and this is the lady I was talking about before who's just a mirror Marianne in this world.
それとせいぜい感謝しなさい。これを拾い集めてきて差し上げましたわ。
追加のスマホか。
他にも自転車のフレームやら壊れたノート PC やら、この世界に存在しないものがたくさんありましたわ。ふむ、やはり世界線をつなぐ何か。多分揺らぎかバカアワビが近くにあると考えるのが自然だろう。それを通して悪魔たちと共にこの世界へやってきたのだとしたら、
Then you'll be able to use it to get back to your world.
簡単な話だ。ゆっくりアワビ探しをするためにあのデカブツをぶっ倒せばいいんだろ。
なんとも単純明快、そして脳筋思考。嫌いではない。
ところで戻ってきたのって花火と姫だけ？他のみんなは？
ああ、帰り道にイロハとココアが甘いものが食べたいって騒ぎ始めてな。街で見つけた菓子屋に行くとさ。
That sounds like them.
香りとセイラは監視についていくと言ってたが、ま、監視じゃ済まないだろうな。一緒に楽しんでるだろうよ。
The original gang, but at least all four of them are there.
もしや異世界スイーツをたった4人で楽しんでる？
ちょっと興味あるかも。美味しい丼のプリンとどっちが美味しいか食べ比べしてあげよっかな。こりゃ私たちも突撃するしかないよね。おい、まだ作戦会議が。
止めても無駄だろう。あの爛々たる輝かしい目が見えなかったのか？あれは止めても止まらない目だ。私たち研究者が未知の研究材料を見つけた時と同じ。それにみんな今日は疲れているだろう。おのおのゆっくり休み、明日に備えよう。私も明日までに可能な限り爆弾を増産する。材料はつい先ほど受け取ったところだ。
アキサちゃん、私たちもスイーツ食べに行きませんか？元の世界に戻ったら食べられなくなるんだ。一度食べておくのも悪くない。いや、すまないが君たちだけで言ってくれ。僕はちょっと考えたいことがある。
アキサ。
じゃあ一度悪魔に食われた僕は別の世界から引っ張られてきた存在。いや、あくまで可能性だ。第一、こんな不気味な存在がバカ正直に真実を話すと思えない。だがもし本当にそうだとしたら、僕が持つ記憶は僕が本来いたはずの世界の記憶で、みんなの世界では存在しないはずの記憶で、ならばみんなの中で僕という存在はイレギュラーだ。 僕はみんなといていいのだろうか。自分とは関係がなかったはずの世界のために戦っていていいのだろうか。
7:30, only on 7:30, so it seems like we got a while before we're gonna actually finish this up. Or at least we got a couple more stages before this is gonna be done.
アキサ見つけましたよ。ちょっと探しちゃったんですから。
二人ともみんなのところに行ったんじゃなかったのか。
私ダイエット中だったのを思い出しまして。
俺もここ最近の栄養バランスの偏りを感じたからな。やめておいた。
すまないが一人にしてくれないか。話をする気分ではないんだ。いや、そもそも僕には君たちと話をする権利すらなかったのかもしれない。
それはアキサちゃんが別の世界のアキサちゃんかもしれないから。
なぜそれを。
アキサが誰かと話しているのを聞いた。盗み聞きしたのは謝るが、どうして誰にも話さない。
そんなの話せるわけないじゃないか。特に君たちには話したいわけないじゃないか。僕とみんなには同じ記憶がある。青と赤とエリザと出会い、生徒会で絆を深め合い笑い合った記憶。けれどみんなの記憶にいる僕は僕じゃない。本物じゃないかもしれないんだ。僕は君たちの知るアキサじゃないかもしれない。友人の皮をかぶった赤の他人、そんな不気味なものが一緒にいていいわけがないだろう。それでもみんなのそばにいたいと思っていいわけないだろう。
どうして本物じゃないといけないんだ。
だから僕は赤の他人で。
もしアキサちゃんが違う世界のアキサちゃんだったとして、魔法少女になってからの記憶も偽物なのかしら。本物の記憶を持っている同士、赤の他人なんかじゃないでしょ。
勘違いしているようだから一つ言っておく。俺はアキサに本物であることを求めたことはない。無論話が本当なら守れなかった元のアキサに負い目はある。だが偽物かどうかは重要じゃない。お前であるかどうかが重要なんだ。俺たちは誰でもない。お前を見ている。ちゃんと見ているぞ、アキさん。
僕は僕は
なんだ、大丈夫そうだな。
ホームニス、お前も盗み聞きか。
うわ
別に怒っていないから出てくるといい。聞いていたのか？
ああ、アキサに声をかけようとしたら青と赤が近づいていくのが見えたから。
もしかしてオムちゃん、アキサちゃんのこと知ってたんですか？
いや、今話してるのを聞いて知った。
ならなんで僕に声をかけようと。
だってアキサの様子がおかしいのはみんな気づいてたし。なんかお前あのままだと壊れそうな気がしたから。
壊れるのはエリザの言語やだけで十分だ。
さらっとひどいこと言うよなお前。
けどありがとう。
心配だっただけだ。
青と赤もありがとう。嬉しかった。受け入れてくれて。
あええ。
いよいよ今日、海岸の巨大悪魔を討伐しに向かう。海岸には巨大悪魔の他に小型の悪魔が闊歩している。この両方を同時に相手にするのは危険だ。
Demon on the Coast kinda sounds like a band or a song.
でもアキサには作戦があるんでしょ。悪魔全部ドバーッと倒しちゃうような。
僕の判断ミスで赤い世界のリリを殺してしまった。
違う、あれは。
いや、いいんだ。ドレイク、奴は僕たちをわざと分断させるように雑魚をけしかけ、ある部隊の戦力が減った隙を狙ってきた。
Now I do have to say one thing now that they're bringing this up. If I say there's one weakness of the game, it's the fact that I don't think like the battle system and like the graphics and how things are displayed really can like truly do the story justice, especially for like the dramatic moments.
戦術レベルの知能を持つ悪魔がいるとは思っていなかったのが原因だ。申し訳ない。今回の作戦は
But I mean, that's the case with a lot of games. So,
中央を先に潰す。
わお、脳筋。
無論ただ突破するだけでは小型の悪魔に囲まれるのがオチだ。そこで
私の出番というわけか。
マリオンの爆弾、あの凄まじい戦果を分析していたが、悪魔を爆発に反応しているようだ。振動、音、熱や光、電波などの電磁波、何に引き寄せられるのかはわからない。しかし一度爆発した地点に向かってきた。マリオンは過去の経験から分かっていて設置場所を考えていたのだろう。
ああ、夫が残していった大麻戦闘兵法書に書いてあった内容の受け売りだがな。
マリオンが爆弾で小型悪魔を陽動し、浜をクリアにして巨大悪魔を孤立させる。そして丸裸になった本丸を叩く。
なんかアキサにしてはらしくない作戦だな。今回の外堀から埋めていくのかと思ったけど。
それに私たちが突撃したらマリオンが孤立してしまうわ。
遠隔操作で起爆するんだ。隠れながらうまくやるさ。
でも不安はもっともだ。最善ではあるが最高の一手ではないと僕も理解している。だが僕はみんなを信じる。みんなの力を信じたからこそこの作戦なんだ。だからみんなも僕を信じてほしい。もう僕はこれ以上。
オッケー、その作戦乗った。覚えやすくていいじゃん。
なんかアキサちゃん元気になった？確かに昨日まではずっとぼーっとしてたのに。悩みが一つ解消されたからな。心配をかけてすまなかった。よし、じゃあ今から出発する。頼む、力を貸してくれ。必ず勝つぞ。
Let's see, how many battles were here? 5, okay. So we probably got these 2 battles, probably a cutscene, and maybe an ending? Actually, let me unpause this. Magicians. I don't recognize those types of enemies, or if I have seen them before, I don't recognize the dark versions. Also, this doesn't look very beachy in my opinion. It looks kinda deserty, but, you know, what can they do? Oh no, that was a part I probably should have manualed. That was kind of a waste of offensive strategy. And that stun was kind of unfortunate. Lost out on his other CC and a recharge. Ooh. First time I've gotten one of these. Yeah, and the new story stages have things to grind for as well, which are nice. Very rare, but the orb fragments you can get instead of having to... Actually, let's check out this team. All water. I guess that's fine. But yeah, you can try and get the... orb shards from the levels instead of having to turn in the ultra rare orbs to get shards. Obviously you get more if you turn them in, but not everyone can do that. Or I guess the other part is, in order to get shards for like a speed orb or a attack orb, you would have to turn in an ultra rare speed or attack orb. And generally, even if they have bad stats, they'll still be better than the alternatives. Because a bad attack or speed orb will probably be better than a really good super rare orb. And in general, the super rare speed orbs just aren't worth it. So you really wouldn't want to turn in any ultra rare speed orbs unless they were truly awful. Or you just had way more than you would ever need. So if you had like more than 20, and none of them, they'd have like sub-elements that you wanted, then you could turn them in, and I would see you doing that. Wow, they're really getting them with just like the auto attacks. That defense down. One thing that throws me off a little too is Iroha's voice compared to her model. Because she looks so stern and serious in her model, but her character like profile and her voice are just so happy and like happy-go-lucky. Oh, I just noticed. Before this starts. Oh, I guess I can't pause it.
よし、小型悪魔が森へ向かっている。誘導はうまくいったみたいだ。
One thing I noticed just now is, maybe Adobe said this and I just was missing it the entire time. We started the episode and we're on like cutscene 5 and it said Blood Bond number 5, which I thought was kind of interesting.
お出ましのようだぞ。
あいつは
What a wacky looking demon.
水神様と呼ばれていた悪魔生きていたの
Not the water god.
倒したと思ってたのにごめんイコがちゃんと確認しなかったから
Oh yeah, that's right. We one of the first characters we were introduced was this little village girl whose name was Iko and looked just like Iko when she was a little kid, and her dad looks just like Iko's dad. And we had to fight this demon that was the water god that was like demanding sacrifices from them or something.
僕らがイコの町の水神を倒した数日後、この辺りが襲われる頻度が上がった。奇妙な一致の原因はこれか。それにこいつ本当に同じ個体なのか。あの時と雰囲気がまるで違う。くそ、ダメだ、まだ小型悪魔がいる。
あの数では危なすぎますわ
ああ、海中にも取り巻きがいるようだ。あまり時間をかけすぎては一人で時間稼ぎをしているマリオンが。
爆音が続いている。マリオンはまだ生きている。信じて待つぞ。
青、
アキサちゃん言ったでしょ必ず勝つぞって
あ
そうねアキサのその言葉を信じるのなら私たちに負けはありえませんわ
ああ、その通りだ。
私たちはあなたを信じるわ
みんな すれば、僕にとってはみんな取るに足りない存在なんだ。知能と知識に優れているわけではない。むしろ目を離すとすぐ気候に走るし、本当に世話が焼ける。
Here it is, the classic. In the classic speech, the "Aw, geez, I actually hate you all.
みんなでも
But even so,
僕にとってはやっとできた
I'm still your
最高
friend"
のつな
thing.
がりなんだ。
And of course, there's the good spin on it in Red
天
vs.
才と
Blue.
してじゃない。アキサとして僕を見てくれない。
Church finally snaps. That was a really funny one. That was actually, was it funny? Kind of it was funny, but it was also like a really good scene for the show. That whole part was good. Like that whole arc.
別世界の僕だとしても変わらぬ僕としてこうやって確かな信頼のもと背中を預けられる。
Boom, and this would have
そんな
coincided
みんなを僕は
with
守
the
りたい。
release of Evo Round 2, or Round 2 Evo Akisa.
それが僕自身の思い、願い、そして僕の戦う理由だ。
絶対に勝つ。 余裕ね。そうね。
If I had known it was going to be something like this, I might have switched over to my Endless Conquest team, but it's not one target, so it wouldn't have worked quite as well. It still would have worked well, but wouldn't have been quite the same.
これでたま
Not that it seems to matter anyway.
この戦いでより強くなれた。
Yep, scripted battle. Is that the end? I guess that's the end. Yep, that's the end. We're on to Chapter 8. And I know that cut off right in the middle of the climax, but that is where we will be ending today's. Because, as you all know, I wanted to finish this up before 5:30. It's about 5:20 now. That's a pretty good spot to end the stream. It'll probably be somewhere around 5:25 by the time the stream is actually over. And let me get this little background music going. Yeah, get the background music going. And we'll talk a little bit at the end, and then I'll switch over to the outro song, and we'll end the stream. But anyway, yes, we did in fact finish Chapter 7, and we finished the event as well. And with that all being said, we're not going to do we might do Chapter 8 tomorrow actually. I have a feeling though, more of the event actually won't clear up until later on the 6th, it said. So we'll probably do something else tomorrow. I might play Minecraft tomorrow for streams. And of course this week will be the last week of streams before I go on vacation. So I won't talk too much about that because I talked about that a lot last week, and I'll talk about it more when we start getting closer to that date. But this is the start of that week, so this will be the last week of normal streams, or at least until somewhere around the 16th, I'd say. Somewhere around then is when the normal streams will resume. But anyway, I think tomorrow we just finished the event, or the main story of the event. We got the extra stage coming out in a couple days, and we did Chapter 7, which kind of cut off. I think we'll do Chapter 8 and more of the event later on the 6th. So, on, what is that? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday, the last day of the stream, we'll probably finish up the event in Magicami, and we'll do Chapter 8 as well. And that'll be a nice ending point. Hopefully that wraps up the story and doesn't switch over to like some new plot point right in the middle. But that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, probably playing Minecraft. Maybe, actually, let me correct that. We're not playing Minecraft tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be playing Genshin. I have to play Genshin. I have to do the character story quest. We probably will do that on Thursday and maybe Friday too, so there might not be any Minecraft. I really need to finish the character quests because I can't go anywhere in Inazuma without seeming to trigger something. I actually will be doing Ayaka's story quest first, and there's actually a beginning part of the story that will be skipped because I walked into like the Inazuma hub area and it just auto-triggered a cutscene and I couldn't do anything about it, and as we all know, you can't rewatch cutscenes in Genshin. So basically, there wasn't much. It was just we were out walking around and Ayaka saw a flyer for a festival. She got all excited. Paimon teased her about it. And then what we saw was a lady, and she was like, hey, we'd like to have a kimono made. And she was like, oh, that's great, Miss Kamisato, but we don't have any fabric because of the Sekukoku degree or whatever that is. And we just don't have any materials, but you might be able to try the Adventurers Guild, not the Adventurers Guild, the Traders Guild. They have a wider access to materials. You might be able to find something there, and then we'll be happy to make it for you, but you just have to provide the materials. And that's what we're doing right now. So basically, we're on a material run for a kimono. That's all you missed. Kinda sucks that we couldn't see that, but like on stream, but it is what it is. Anyway, tomorrow, I'll shut up after I do this, we'll be playing Genshin, and then we'll be doing Ayaka's story quest. If we finish that, we'll probably do Yoimiya's on Wednesday, and then hopefully on Saturday we will be doing Magicami event and finishing chapter 8 of the story. So I'll shut up and I'll play the outro music.